Let me tell you something strange about silence in the digital age. We live in a world that creates a constant storm of social media posts. We see birthdays, sunsets, moments of joy, even pain dressed up with filters. Yet, some people stay completely invisible. You see their empty profiles, their outdated statuses, and you assume they're insecure, or maybe just have nothing interesting to share. But what if that silence isn't weakness? What if it's a sign of a profound, unspoken strength? This is the story of the silent users, and beneath the surface, there's an entire psychology at play, one that speaks of emotional independence and a self-assurance many of us have forgotten. It's a quiet rebellion against a culture that confuses being seen with being valuable. We've all been taught that to be seen is to be relevant. Social media is a stage where we perform our lives, crafting an identity piece by piece. The applause comes as likes and comments, tiny dopamine hits that keep us coming back. So when someone steps away from that stage, it feels unnatural. But psychology tells us this isn't about being antisocial, it's about something deeper. People who don't post aren't empty. They often have a rich inner world and a strong sense of who they are. Their silence isn't an absence of life, but a different way of living it. Let's break down the psychology of the silent user, not as a flaw, but as a series of quiet strengths. The first and most critical truth about people who don't post is where their validation comes from. Social media operates on a system of external validation. You post a photo, and the likes confirm it was a good one. For many, this feedback loop can feel addictive. Silent users, however, operate on a different frequency. They have what psychologists call strong internal validation. Their self-esteem isn't tied to digital applause. They need likes to feel seen because their sense of worth is built on their own values and the opinions of a few trusted people in their real lives. Their confidence is self-generated, not crowdsourced. Think about it. When you have a great day or a meaningful conversation, what is your first impulse? Is it to experience it, or to document it? For the non-poster, the experience itself is the reward. They have stepped off the dopamine treadmill that demands every moment be converted into content. This isn't because they're cynical. It's because they're already fulfilled. They don't need to prove their worth, because they already feel complete. The second strength is a quiet rejection of performance. Social media, by its design, encourages a form of identity crafting. We post our wins and carefully curate a highlight reel. It's not dishonest, exactly, but it is a performance. We present an idealized version of ourselves for an audience. People who don't post often have a high sensitivity to this performative culture. They find it exhausting and, at its core, inauthentic. They value genuine connection over performative connection, preferring deep conversations to public declarations. This choice isn't born from a desire to be secretive, but from a desire to be real. Psychologists note this aligns with a need for congruence, the state where your inner self and your outer self are in harmony. When you're constantly shaping your life to be postworthy, that alignment can become distorted. You start living as a version of yourself, rather than just being yourself. Non-posters instinctively protect this congruence. They refuse to turn their life into a brand. Their silence is a way of preserving the fragile truth between their inner and outer worlds. This has become even more pronounced with performative activism, where social movements can sometimes feel like a way to boost social standing. Silent users often see through this, preferring to engage with causes in more meaningful, often private ways, through real-world actions. Not just a hashtag that signals virtue. Their activism isn't for show, it's for impact. The third strength is an act of profound self-preservation. Social media is an engine of comparison. It's a constant, scrolling feed of other people's successes and perfect families. This is the foundation of social comparison theory, first proposed by psychologist Leon Festinger, which suggests we determine our own worth by comparing ourselves to others. On social media, this is almost always an upward comparison, where we measure our messy, real lives against the polished highlight reels of others, often leading to envy and anxiety. Silent users are often those who have consciously opted out of this toxic spiral. It's not that they are immune to comparison, but they are acutely aware of its cost. They recognize that constant exposure to idealized lives is a recipe for dissatisfaction. Many non-posters are highly sensitive to emotional noise and overstimulation. The endless stream of updates and opinions feels draining. By choosing silence, they are building a fortress around their mental peace. They are not withdrawing from the world. They are preserving their energy for it. Psychologists would say they have strong boundary clarity. They know where their emotional limits are and refuse to let an algorithm dictate their mood. This isn't being antisocial, it's being emotionally intelligent. They understand that peace comes from focusing on your own journey, not from endlessly scrolling through someone else's. In an era where oversharing is the norm, choosing privacy can feel like a quiet rebellion. People who don't post often have a deep, instinctual understanding that not every moment is for public consumption. They believe some experiences lose their magic when they are broadcast. This isn't about secrecy, it's about discernment. They are selective about who gets a front row seat to their lives. This behavior is linked to what psychologists call selective vulnerability. They are willing to be open and authentic, but only with people who have earned their trust. They prefer a few deep high-trust bonds over hundreds of shallow low-trust online connections. Their relationships don't need public proof to be real. Furthermore, this mindset allows them to live more fully in the present. When you're not thinking about the perfect angle for a photo or the wittiest caption, you are free to simply be in the moment. You are not an observer of your own life, documenting it from behind a screen. You are an active participant within it. People who don't post often have richer memories because they experience events with their full attention. They live in memory, not in media. Their life isn't a story they are telling, it's a story they are living. Finally, many silent users are not passive, they are active observers. They are often deeply introspective, preferring to think, absorb, and reflect before they speak. Social media rewards speed and reaction, but silent users operate on a different timeline. They are the ones reading the comments to understand all sides, noticing the subtle patterns, and quietly studying human nature. But this stillness can also come from a place of fear. For some, the silence is driven by the fear of judgment, rejection, or being misunderstood. Social media has amplified a subtle anxiety psychologists call self-presentational pressure, the constant awareness that you're being watched. For many, that's exhausting. They retreat not because they don't want to connect, but because the cost of visibility feels too high. In a world drowning in noise, they understand the power of observation. While not posting, they are still learning and forming opinions. They often become the confidants in their social circles, precisely because they are not broadcasting everything. They are seen as trustworthy. Their silence is not emptiness, it's a space for deep thought. So, what is the story of the silent user? It is the story of a quiet revolution. It's a conscious choice to define self-worth from within, to prioritize authenticity over performance, and to protect one's peace in a world that profits from our distraction. The people who don't post are not missing out. They are choosing a different, more intentional way to live. They are the observers, the deep thinkers, and the guardians of their own inner worlds. Their silence is not a void. It is a statement, a reminder that not everything meaningful needs to be made public, that the richest parts of life often happen when no one is watching. And maybe, just maybe, in a world so desperate to be seen, their greatest strength is knowing they don't need to be. Their silence isn't a flaw, it's a mirror. So, what is your relationship with all of this? Are you a frequent poster, a silent observer, or somewhere in between? Share your experience in the comments. It's a judgment-free zone. Your story might be the one someone else needs to read. And if this resonated with you, if it made you feel seen, give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of modern life. Thank you for